I got you. What's up, y'all? We are back for part 2, and we're going to have some fun with this one. We're going to shit talk. We are going for the worst 5 belts of our personal opinion of all time.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I might have some revenge this time for old Casey Raw for his bullshit from his top 10 WCW La Di Daws, whatever. So there might be a receipt coming his way. But I'm not here by myself. We have 2 faces with us besides Casey and myself. We have AJ Raider and the garbage man himself, Joe Compton. Joe Compton, what's up?
You can go fuck yourself calling me the garbage man.
Hey, you know what? The garbage men people get paid really well, so I wouldn't be
That's
mad
true.
about
Hell yeah, they do.
Job I have.
what?
I get paid really good at the normal job that I have, and it ain't a goddamn garbage man.
Hey, you know what? If I just pick up dump garbage for like a couple hours and it's like real easy work and I get paid quite a bit, I wouldn't mind doing that, but I don't know.
Well, there you go. Well, like I said, he's not the only one here. We've got the Raider fan himself. As embarrassed as that, as embarrassing as that is to claim, we've got a Raider fan here, folks.
Hold on.
No.
You're gonna sit there and say all this shit about my Raiders, yet your dwarf star that hasn't been relevant since 1995 when you guys won the
How many
Super Bowl.
Bowls? How many? I'm waiting.
Oh, 5. Woo. So what? The Raiders got 3 Super Bowls, but at least those were actually men that actually took the field and not the whiny crybabies.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson's Cowboys would destroy John Madden's Raiders.
Oh, really? What about the 83
good.
Raiders, the LA Raiders? You got Lyle Alzado. He would take your head off.
I'm sure they were in the Pride Parade that year. It's okay. Being out there in California. What you gonna do?
Okay,
it's fine.
It's okay, cowgirls. It's all right. Keep prancing. Keep prancing.
Well, that's all in good fun. But Casey is Raw. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm getting a little bit sweepy.
We're getting sweepy. Well, then I guess we better get into this. We've got our bottom 5 belts of all time. And since Casey is sweepy, we're going to flip this on the tape. Casey, what's your number 5?
Oh, damn it. You had to choose me immediately?
Yeah. I'm calling you out. I'm calling you on your bullshit. Let's go.
Okay, give me a second. I'm going to have to put a belt that only showed up for one night. Okay. And it was for the greatest Royal Rumble.
Oh,
where, God.
I remember that.
Who? I'm trying to think of.
Strowman won.
Yeah, Braun Strowman won this belt. What it looks like. What it looks like, it's a hybrid between the UK belt and obviously the WWE Championship. This belt only was shown once and never spoken again. Yeah, it's green.
Yeah, that's it.
You never seen this belt again.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, you didn't see Braun Strowman for much longer after that either. So it is what it is.
Well, this was before he. I think this is way before he won the Universal belt. So I'm like, I think they wanted to test the waters with him before they put the belt on him. But, yeah.
Oh hell, there you go. What you gonna do?
So they're just gonna give him a never seen or defended.
It was. It's not a bad looking belt, but it's just stupid. I'm sick of the
It's not bad. It's just stupid. I like that.
Well, the thing is, it's the same style that they use nowadays. It's just generic.
Right. Oh, I get it. It's generic is a word that I can very much see. Compton, what do you got at 5 there?
Number 5 by far would be the 24/7 championship that the WWE. That the WWE currently has.
Yeah, that's garbage.
It is.
I'm not ready to talk about that.
It's absolutely hideous. It's gaudy. It's ugly. It should not even be in existence. There is no lineage around this belt, besides the fact that R-Truth has held it 463 times, and there's no lineage, no meaning to it. I mean, I could go over there, roll somebody up for a 3 count, and become 24/7 champ myself. Come on, now.
Yeah.
R-Truth.
Like I said, I'm not ready to talk about this one yet.
R-Truth, keep your head on a swivel. I'm coming for that 24/7 championship.
Brian Killings, he's coming for you, dude. Raider, number 5, dude.
I got the FTW titles.
Ooh. Ooh, which version?
The ECW. There's only been one.
No, there's the original.
They brought it back.
Well,
yeah, it's still technically, well, it wasn't sanctioned in ECW either, but it's still the same belt from there.
Yeah, but there's
it's
different looks.
I always thought it was kind of stupid. Yeah.
You're talking about the one
worked.
that's on the AEW right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It worked with Taz, but it doesn't work with anybody else, I don't think.
Yeah, I think when they brought it back and they gave it to Brian Cage and then they had it on Ricky Stark for a year. And right now it's with Hook, Taz's son. And I actually think that's kind of good because Hook is people behind Hook right now. So.
And what kind of job do you have, Casey? What do you do when you go to work?
What kind of work I do?
Do you go hook for your money? Is that what you do, Casey?
Oh no, no, hooker. Yeah, I wish people would pay me for sex.
Clip it. Whoever's watching this, clip it right now. I set that bit up for you, Drew. You better clip this.
Let's just end the show on that note. We'll see y'all.
I was waiting for that one. That was a trap, and you walked right into it. Thank you for that. Anyways, AJ,
the hooker.
hashtag, yeah, we're getting all kinds of hashtags out of this. Well, last time we got hashtag Black Hogan, and now we have Casey's a hooker hashtag. I love it. But so why does it the FTW belt make it for you here right
there? I just, to be honest with you, like a lot of the because I have a lot of the ECW titles on this list. I wasn't a fan of ECW. I thought it was trash, just like GCW is, and fucking.
I agree.
All that bullshit, like that JCW shit, I thought that shit was trash too.
Outlaw Mud Show bullshit. You're welcome.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. I don't. Like I said, I think the FTW belt works on Taz and not really anybody else. It's kind of his gimmick. It's like the $1 Million Man belt with somebody else. It doesn't work, you know what
I mean? Exactly.
But my number 5, I'm going a little bit more modern, and I'm going with that vegan pussy Daniel Bryan's hemp belt that he had. I hated that thing. It looked ridiculous. The hemp belt. The one that was made out of all natural garbage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just didn't hate it right. But yeah, I actually kind of like it. It was kind of because it was something different. And you know, he's been talking about to have a vegan version of the belt for a while, and they finally just
number one. Vegans are weird. I don't trust them. I don't go eat a steak. It tastes really good. I had one tonight. It's awesome. You want a championship. It's gold or it's silver. It's leather. It's not freaking some crap you got out off of your hippie commune and made into a title. Okay, this belt sucks. It's garbage. No, thank you.
I kind of like it, but I mean, it
Of
definitely
course
would. It wouldn't be in my top 10, but
you're probably on
Yeah.
.com right now looking for it, ain't you, Casey?
The only reason, as much as I hate this belt, there are 4 belts that I hate more than this one. And just get ready, pal. That's all I can say. But that being said,
I want to bring something
Case,
up. Did you guys
please, go
know?
ahead.
Did you guys know? I guess recently they start to sell ring worn belts now at WWE.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, like they was selling like that copy of Daniel Bryan's hemp belt.
Okay, but how do you know it was ring used? That's my question.
Well, it came from WWE. I mean,
okay, but how easy is it to make a certificate of authenticity that says, "Oh, this is
Oh.
the winged eagle that was held by Hulk Hogan," and they have 10 of them under the table? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you gotta know WWE's more legitimately, but
Bro.
but if you're gonna buy it off eBay, then yeah, it's
Oh, I
question.
would never buy something like that off eBay. There's no way in hell.
Oh
Yep,
no,
it's all knockoffs.
This
It'd
one,
be-
Right.
WWE shop. Is this the one that Warrior held? Nope.
no, but I'm just saying.
Probably.
I believe they. That's why a lot of times you'll see different versions. Like one day you'll see the wrestlers with a snap belt, or they'll come down
Velcro.
wearing a fucking Velcro belt. And
See, if you have to have a Velcro belt, you automatically discount it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that's so stupid. Belts have snaps on the back of them. That's the way it should have been. It's the way it always was.
yeah,
I mean, it's like when you're a grown man wearing Velcro shoes. Learn how to tie your shoes.
you know, it's funny.
crap.
I mean, think about it. Like if you have a ladders match, you remember how they always feel like they so hard to unbutton
The Velcro doesn't come apart.
Yeah, the Velcro don't. They're having a hard time pulling the Velcro off.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know. Anytime I see a wrestler and they're carrying a Velcro belt, it takes the air out of the room for me. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this garbage.
It's almost
But
like it's not a real belt when they
right,
have Velcro.
yeah, it's like it's the kid belt you buy at Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. What you got? What's your number 4, Casey?
I am actually. I'm gonna go. This is gonna piss people off from the women community, but I'm gonna choose the current women's tag team belt.
The white one?
Yeah, those white ones. One I think
it's got like an X shape on it almost, or whatever.
Yeah, I just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the concept behind it when they don't even really push it. I mean, they don't even have enough women tag teams out
Or a
there.
tag division.
So, to me, one, it's stupid that when they don't even have enough women to do that, and yeah, I just don't like them. I think it's ugly.
That belt looked really good around the waist of Alexa Bliss. I know that much. And I really liked looking at it whenever it was around her gorgeous, stomach and hips. That just looked amazing. So, if Alexa, or if she's holding it over her shoulder and you get to look at other parts, I'm always down with that too.
You're down the belt around her waist, Tex. I was too busy looking at her ass.
Oh, I would wrap her with a belt. I would pleasure her like she's never been pleasured in her life. She has no idea. I can't even go into it on YouTube. I'm gonna have to talk about it on a different website. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, do y'all have any thoughts about the women's tag titles?
Ass.
Definitely not a fan of them.
It's a bad looking belt.
This is true. Compton.
My number 4 would probably have to be both the Raw and current Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Championships held by the Usos.
Okay. What's your reason?
The reasoning being, I just can't get behind the gladiators facing each other like they're about to start a makeout session on the goddamn belt. That just does not appeal to me. It has no
So
merit.
you're hiding from your blatant homosexuality you have hidden underneath, and this makes it trigger you? Is this what this is?
I'm not looking at the belt around Alexa Bliss's waist. I am looking at ass. I gotta question your homosexuality.
I look at everything. I look at everything on her. My eyes never stop moving.
At the belt. You said you
Oh
look at
no, see, I would do things to her with that belt that would make her smile and happy. That's why I think of these things. But hey, you do what you gotta do, bud.
I'm going off what you said. You're the one that said you would look at the belt. You didn't say you would look at her ass.
No, I said when I look at the belt on her hips, on her stuff, is what I actually
You're
said.
still
Sir.
looking.
If you're going to quote me, get it right. That's all I'm saying.
You're still looking at the belt, not anything else.
Well, company, you have to say, because I mean, think about it. Tex is a Cowboys fan. I mean, he would just look at the belt. Yeah.
Oh, look at AJ trying to get the hot tag and get one in on me.
At
I like
least
this.
we have hot girls.
Have you never seen a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader? Well, you probably can't with all that stupid, crap you wear to a football game, including bags over your head because you suck.
That's Lions
Hey,
fans. That's Lions
So.
fans. What are you talking about?
Well, all that being said, what's your number 4?
My number 4. Oh man. Probably AEW tag team titles.
I don't even think I know what those look like.
They're trash. We'll just say that.
I think they look generic, if you ask me.
I'm just taking shots at AEW.
Oh, I am all in favor of taking as many shots at AEW as possible. That company's awful. But yeah, no, I believe you. I get it. I mean, it's, actually with my number 4, I'm going to take a shot too. I'm going to say the TNT title because TNT is the home of Monday Night Nitro. And the fact that they stole that and put it on a stupid gay AEW belt angers me. So I don't like that belt. So it makes my top 5. Screw you, gay AEW. Go to hell.
See, I can. To me, the TNT belt. I mean, they really. I guess it's their version of secondary belt, but
Mid-card.
Secondary belt.
Their idea of a mid-card title.
What?
It's their idea of a mid-card title.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their Intercontinental or United States, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, I can understand it's the champion of that brand, but now it's. I mean, that's when Dynamite was on TNT. Now it's on TBS. Yeah, Rampage is on TNT, but it's not doing good right
So I'm
now.
just curious about something. So when Vince or when WWE buys AEW, what are they going to do with those belts?
Oh, they'll put it in the warehouse.
Oh, definitely.
Like anything that has any value, they'll throw it in that warehouse.
Now I got okay. What do you think of the What do you think of the TBS title that Jade Cargill has?
That's on my list, so that was actually my next one.
Oh, well,
Just to say, we're going to hold off on AJ for that one. That's his next pick.
You read my mind, Compton.
Yeah, no, I mean, all the Monday Nitro stuff to the side. Realistically, the belt, the main plate, it looks incomplete for some reason, and I don't know why. And I don't know what it is about it. It's just the only version I even halfway liked was whenever it was on the red strap. Once they switched it to the black, it looked like garbage. I don't know why. It didn't look as good to me.
Well, when it was on the red strap, it was incomplete because during COVID they didn't have enough time during COVID.
Well, what's their excuse now then? If I thought it looked better beforehand, now what's their excuse? I mean, they can complete it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I actually because it was just all, I think it was all silver looking the first way, and then I guess that was the problem. They couldn't dip it in gold plating. I'm like, hold on, how long does it take to go bloop, and how long it's gonna take?
You're not just dipping it in the gold plating. They have to buff it and polish it, maybe sand it, whatever. There's more to it than just, giving it a wash once, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, it's not gonna take like a week to polish this freaking thing. It would take, like, granted, maybe 2 days to get all the process to be done. So I think it was, they wanted it on there immediately, but I'm like, to me, it was stupid of a reason saying COVID stopped it from being complete. Like, if it's not done complete, don't show the fucking belt then.
That might be a genius idea there, Casey, as well.
Casey, what do you expect when it's not even a real wrestling company? Let's just be real.
Right. It's a gymnastics company. That's all they are. Yeah.
See, what shocks me that you guys are huge WCW fans, but you guys hate AEW.
Because of where the company's networks are on, Casey. You have to understand.
Oh,
when they got rid of Nitro and Thunder, that was on TNT and TBS, that pissed off a whole bunch of fan base. And then 20 years later, we're gonna launch a fucking new wrestling company. That's what pisses people off.
Right. Why? It's like, okay, if you got kicked out of your house and somebody else moved in, would you like them living in your home? No. You would be mad. You would be angry, especially when it's okay. Nitro in 2000, whenever it was bad, was getting higher ratings than AEW is now.
And they were,
we don't want wrestling. We don't want whatever. So TNT's fine with low ratings now, but not 20 years ago. Explain that one to me. You know what I mean?
There's a difference. Back then, everyone, watches cable or TV all the freaking time. People are leaving cable or main TV in droves nowadays.
You're forgetting, here's the main difference. The AOL Time Warner merger. Neither wanted a wrestling show.
Hell, AJ and I could go off back and forth all night on that topic. This is something we don't know. Or this is something that we, obviously know. But it's a mockery to me that they are willing to accept such low ratings, put so much money into it, when WCW could still be alive today. It honestly infuriates me. It really does.
Yeah,
just one of those things.
Well, not only it was losing money, it was
like AEW's not losing money. They're paying John Moxley $6 million. They can't get 1 million people to watch their show, but they're making money.
Well, I don't know what they're making. right now. I mean, also,
CM
but
Punk's making $7 million.
But we're getting off here, Tex.
yeah, that's
Right.
good point.
Well, either way, let's get back to Compton. What's your next pick, dude?
You skip Casey. Casey goes first.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Casey, please go ahead, Casey. Yes.
My number 3. I've been waiting, kind of flipping around. I'm gonna say TNA's World's Champion, but it's the Jeff Hardy.
Really?
It's the Jeff Hardy's.
Oh, I was just gonna say I like TNA.
The the immortal version with the purple strap and the.
I kind of like that one too. It's different. It's creative. I like it. I like that one.
Yeah, I just don't like it because it doesn't scream a real belt to me. It's more real looking than Bray Wyatt's belt. I know that's gonna piss you guys off, but
hey, it's your list. You do what you want. You know what I mean?
But I just don't like this. I think I prefer Bray Wyatt's belt over this thing.
I agree, to be honest with you.
What?
I agree with you on that because if you really think about it, how like TNA transformed from like TNA to Impact, and they had those stupid fucking bolts on the top of it to cover the TNA logos. I agree. Yeah, and then like the fucking what was it though? What was after TNA or Impact? It was Global Force Championship Wrestling or something.
Yeah, Global. Yeah.
They did the. They did the WCW bit where they've slapped Impact plates on top of GFW, and what's funny, they got it on the main plate, but they forgot about the side plates. They still said GFW on them side plates.
That's hilarious.
But that's what happened when TNA, they just couldn't figure out what they were going to call their freaking name.
Well, that's why they're dead now.
And I heard they're actually doing pretty good, but I don't watch their product no more.
Dude, I haven't watched their product since 2010.
I don't blame you. I mean, it started going downhill about around that time frame.
Like, you know, all those that DVD collection I showed you, all those WCW and the TNA collection.
Yeah,
that's all that TNA collection was from like 2004 all the way to 10. Every pay per view. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine is the immortal Jeff Hardy TNA belt. You know, he was on he was high when he designed that belt.
Yeah, and 3 DUIs later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I guess it's Compton's turn for his number 3.
Yep, my number 3 since Tech muted and a shitty host so far. My number 3 would be, anyways. My number 3 would have to be by a long shot I would say, women's tag titles from the WWE.
Okay.
Once again, there's just no look to them. They're plain Jane. They're generic.
Yeah.
They're horrible looking. You look at them, you're just like, what the fuck? Okay. And now they're fighting for them to bring them back. What the goddamn hell?
They should just left it dead.
That's about as retarded as someone saying they like the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm gonna have to kick him off.
Now I respect you more, Compton. I respect you more now.
We've got a wannabe Road Warrior with AJ Raider and a Joe Exotic wannabe Joe Compton. So I don't really take y'all creditably, so it's okay. So,
At least I'm not a
Keep
gay
talking.
cowboy like you. Hey, Tex, let me ask you a question. Is it
Yes,
true
sir.
that steers and queers come from Texas?
Oh.
No, but a big old dicks, dude, because I got one in my pants and I gave it to your mom last night. So, it's all good.
Oh, that's funny.
AJ,
yeah.
AJ,
What's
didn't
going on?
Tex in a movie? I mean, I can't think of the
Yeah,
name.
Brokeback Mountain.
Yes, thank you.
Oh.
I think
Well,
Tex
see,
in
that's
that
what's so
movie.
funny. They wanted me to audition because, like I said, the big old dick that I have. But do you know who the fluffer was on the set of that film? That was Joe Compton. He was over there blowing everybody for free. So, I mean, as Roddy Piper said, don't go throwing rocks at a guy with a chainsaw, so you might want to watch
No,
out.
you
So,
fucked up the quote. It's don't throw rocks at a man who's got a machine gun.
either way, I'm smarter than you, so deal with it.
You're
Don't
not.
think-
Fucked up the quote.
So, either way, we're moving on to, let's see, I believe AJ Rader is next. I know he has mental deficiencies and all, but we're going to let him go ahead.
Oh, that's funny. I got the TBS title.
Oh, there you go.
I'm okay.
Why is this so high for you?
It's stupid. It looks just like the TNT title.
Yeah. Oh, it's like they made one belt and just printed the different logo on it. You know what I mean?
Pretty much, they slapped. They instead of taking TNT on it, they put TBS on it. The same exact belt.
It's like Tony Khan. It's like Tony Khan spent too much money on cocaine that week, and he had to make the belt for cheap.
Yeah, really.
I mean, my same argues with the current WWE championship where the WWE, the Universal, and the both women's belts all look same. They just have different straps.
Right.
So I was like, it's just it's no longer a real belt. It's just merchant. It's a logo now.
Right.
So
Yeah, I get it. It's nonsensical horse shit. But speaking of nonsensical horse shit, I'm gonna go with my number 3, and that was the U.S. title that John Cena had that spun around. That was one of the stupidest looking things I've ever seen in my life. It was a precursor to other stupid things that I'll talk about here in a few minutes.
Oh.
But we don't live in the ghetto. We're not wannabe gangsters. Our belts should not spin around. Okay. So this U.S. title, the flag looks cool on it. Until you go spinning the thing like that, then it's just stupid looking. I hate this thing. I always hated it. I was glad when they changed it.
Well, to me, I think 2 reasons why they did that. One is at that time, spinner rims was a big thing during that time.
Well, yeah, and
yeah.
That and John Cena was a rat character. That's why they did that.
And
you know what I mean.
And that was my second thing was at that and it's a turntable too.
Right.
So, but to me, I always
either way, it's stupid.
I agree, but I think the other spinner belt, if it didn't spin,
I'll be talking about that one too. Don't worry, Casey. Your wishes will be granted. Don't worry. I'll get to that one. So, yeah. So, what's your number 2, Casey?
I really thought I know what numero uno is going to be, but Compton had to take away 24/7 belt away from me.
No, I mentioned the Fiend belt after Tex did.
Yeah, but I didn't want to bring up the same thing again. I'm going to bring up another women's belt. And this one is where
Hashtag Casey hates women's belts. Put it on
Yep.
Twitter.
Is when they took the women's belt. This is the sable looking belt back in the day,
Uh-huh.
and this is when
Where, the one that says women's in big red letters?
yeah. But
Yeah.
the version
women.
the version I'm talking about is when they had co-champions. So when
Like cool.
when these two women were tugging on the belt and it miraculously tore in half. Like
Oh, that's
somehow,
funny. I don't remember that. I guess I didn't watch that.
well, it's garbage. So I mean, I can bring it up, but it was a stupid gimmick because they cut it like zigzags down in the middle of the championship belt.
Yeah, the belt that like
Oh, wow.
It's stupid, but you gotta see this one. I'm gonna bring it up. I have the picture of them holding it, and they have it circled and arrows. And it's stupid because instead of
Holy crap.
you see what I'm talking about?
That's that's actually kind of funny.
And they're like they try to act like they tore it apart. Like, I mean, I don't
Well,
even remember how
I
they
mean,
did it. I
are
mean,
you willing to disrespect Undertaker's wife on a podcast? Undertaker might come fight
oh,
you.
not oh, I was just saying the gimmick behind it's horrible. I mean,
What if that was his wife's Undertaker's wife's idea, and then he don't take
it,
kindly to you discrediting his wife? He might
then
come,
you know
give
what?
you the old last ride.
Then maybe there's a reason why they kicked her out of the Federation.
Oh, hang on. I'm
you heard
Undertaker, I'm on your side, dude.
you gotta remember.
If this, huh?
Remember, Casey, Undertaker lives in Texas. Where does
Right.
Texas?
I mean, he's not a far drive, and he's got a whole lot of money, so he could probably come visit you. You know what I mean?
he has enough money. He doesn't even have to do anything to me. He could hire a hitman and take
Right.
care of me.
So you're going to insult a man who has enough money to hire a hitman because you talking bad about his wife like that.
He can hire
Well,
he can hire
That's a
and to come get you again.
well, I mean,
that
this
is a
is
brave
his.
strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. But,
I mean, this is his fifth wife. So I mean, how
oh
like
my God, you're,
God damn.
how many
you're,
like how do we know they're not going to be divorced by the next year? So
you're
I
going to
mean,
rest in peace, dude. Get your fair. Undertaker's coming.
I call dibs on his video game collection.
well,
Well, I'm gonna. We can call dibs later. I think we need to move to Joe Compton.
yeah.
My number 2 would have to be, and God, I'm gonna hate saying this. It's going to be the hardcore title that Mick Foley held.
Oh, the broken plate.
Yes.
Yeah, the broken winged
It
eagles.
had a brown,
Why is that one so high for you? That's interesting.
it had a brown strap on it, if I'm remembering right. Then the words hardcore on like white duct tape.
Scotch. No, Scotch.
So-
Oh, if that was Scotch tape.
It was like no, it was like masking tape. It was
Yeah.
like white masking tape.
Yeah. Had the word hardcore written on it. And
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
it,
I agree.
it looks all right, but to me, it just, yeah, I just had to put it on the list.
Hey, it's your list. You do as you please. It's all good.
Well, there was one when they were about to kill off the hardcore belt. They had when Tommy Dreamer won it in the somewhere in the 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. They changed it from the Wing Eagle belt to they took the European belt and put a bunch of shit all over it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just Tommy Dreamer. Bradshaw. Remember when he went back to the cowboy character?
Oh, that's right.
Bradshaw won the title, and it became the Texas Hardcore title, and he put a big Texas flag sticker on the main plate.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Let me
And
take
then
that,
one.
let me take that back.
And then
Bradshaw's version of it made my list
Yeah.
because it has
All right.
Texas on it, and nobody gives
All
a
right, Rhinestone Cowboy. We don't need your opinion here. You got But no, that WWE hardcore belt, the Tommy Dreamer one had a license plate on the front, correct?
Yes. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
European belt that had a license
Yeah.
plate on it. And actually, what's
I kind of
cool?
like that license plate idea. It gives it a, I don't know. I don't hate that idea. I don't know.
I need to try to find that. I was looking at it just a minute ago, just getting ideas, but
Well, while you're getting an idea, AJ Rader's going to tell us his number two.
My number 2 is the WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team title.
oh my god,
One night only.
I don't even remember a cruiserweight tag.
They were the one night only. It was the Night of Champions. It was the last night of Nitro. That's when they won the belt. It was the Young
you're
Dragons
right.
that won it.
Crap.
I found
Yeah.
a picture of it.
I completely forgot about that, dude. That's crazy.
See, they were stupid enough to make that belt very shortly before
For one
they
night.
shut. For one night to shut down. I believe. I know for sure Rey Mysterio has one of them.
No, it was the Young Dragons
Does it?
that won it. Or maybe it was 3 count.
Are you sure about that? I thought I heard Rey Mysterio won it.
Was it? I forget who his tag team was. Because I know it was the Young Dragons, 3 count, and like Rey Mysterio and some other guy that was in the match with him.
Here's
It was
the picture of the cruiserweight tag. That is a stupid concept behind it. I mean,
well, what do you expect? They're going out for one night only.
That looks like.
it's not bad.
I don't like that. It's interesting. It's not bad. It's just not good.
I think it's interesting because it's something different, but it's a bad concept behind it because
guys.
what?
But yeah, this belt is not bad. It's just, I don't know. It's not great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's different. Like I said before.
I could see Cody Rhodes wearing something like this with his current incarnation, the whole red, white, and blue thing or something, as part of like an entrance gimmick or something.
I just find the concept behind it stupid because if you're gonna go for the tag team belt, I can understand like the trios tag team belt, and I think that's as far it should go because
No, you don't need a 6-man belt. I mean, and I know WCW had one too, and as big of a mark as I am for that, I still think that's too many belts. I'm sorry, it's just there's too many there. It is what it is.
I agree. I think they should definitely before they should have brought that up. I think Ring of Honor should have been separated and put their belts on there, because when they have Ring of Honor belts on there, when they have New Japan belts on there, and then they already have way too many of their own belts on there.
This belt would look better if the words cruiserweight, tag title, whatever, were in black, so it stood out. That would make that improve a lot. And I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not good. I mean, it's an interesting. I don't know.
It's an interesting look, and I think you're right. I think with it kind of looks almost generic, like they had like 5 minutes of design.
Yes, right.
And
it's like they were looking at it. It's like, no, I'll tell you what it is. It's like they were looking at WWF belts of the past that have eagles all over them. Like, well, we'll just put a gigantic eagle on ours and be better. That's literally all that they did. I mean, that was their entire creative section. They didn't put it on one plate. They just made the whole belt a giant eagle. Like, maybe if the eagle, if they had cut the shape, like the head of the eagle out, and it wasn't like in a square block and the wings were
you know what?
cut out. That would help me out a lot.
I agree.
I tell you what, it looks like they made this and they didn't trim the eagle off. They left the extra slack on it. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like.
I agree. If they trim off the square areas,
right,
need to be, and it
just trim the edges off of the shape of the eagle body. That would improve it 100%.
Oh, I agree.
But,
same thing like you said with change the color on the font.
Right. Give it some more detail.
Yeah.
And it'd be a whole different thing. But since AJ is occupied, I'm going to go ahead and give my number 2. And my number 2 is the 24/7 title.
Oh, yeah.
This thing, and okay, I say this as a Ninja Turtle fan. It looks like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle belt.
Yes,
is what it looks like. When you actually look at the title, the side plates don't even have any engraving on the plates. It's just like flat pieces of gold that they attach to the green belt. And it's just so... I don't like the shade of green that they chose. I don't like the gold on the green. I don't like the title at all. It looks like they had $100 to go buy a belt. And this is all that they could afford. And like they had just enough money to engrave 24/7 on the nameplate. It looks like crap.
It does. I think the concept behind it's horrible. And
just bring back the hardcore title if you want a 24/7 title.
Yes. I agree.
You don't even have to go buy a title. Take one of the ones out of the warehouse, and get a sledgehammer and break the thing, and there you go. You're done. It takes no money.
Or even just... I agree. I don't like the look. It's stupid with a giant 24/7 logo on it.
Right. Yeah, it's retarded.
I like, this was easy. I knew that was going to be on there, and when Joe brought that up, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take that off, even though that's probably going to be number 2 on my list.
Right. Oh, I hate this thing. It looks ridiculous. I mean, it has no value. I mean, it's, and obviously it's the comedy belt. I know what it's made for.
It's a jobber belt. Stupid. It's a jobber belt.
Yeah, it is. It is the jobber belt. Okay, cool. Yeah, no. I gave everybody my number. I gave everybody my number 2 pick of the 24/7 title. That's what we were going over. I was saying how it looks like a Ninja Turtle belt. It's garbage. It looks cheap. All the things.
Yeah, it does.
But it looks bad. Like when you don't even engrave the 2 little side plates that are on it with anything, that you just leave it blank. It shows how little you care about this belt.
I think they
Yeah.
put.
Oh yeah, it's trash.
I think our truth put like a sticker on one of them on the side plates.
Okay, well, they put graffiti on the belt. It shows you how invaluable it actually is. It's worth nothing.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
they did that too. They did that with when NWO spray painted on the WCW belt. They did the same thing.
Right. It's, I don't know.
It's horrible.
The 24/7 title, I hate it. It was fighting for number one with another stupid belt, but the other
Yeah,
stupid
I mean,
belt
come on.
won. So, you know,
it's like a stupid
take
contest.
our truth take his stupid title that he's won 1,000 times because nobody cares and go home. Just quit while you're behind. I hate this belt. So
Yeah, I'm glad that it looks like Triple H has kind of killed it off. I mean, I hadn't watched
I hope so.
SmackDown, but I thought when you're part of the group who runs around trying to find win that belt, like you're almost like on the chopping block when you're part
Right,
of that running parade. But
right.
I'm wondering if AJ wants to finish talking about his cruiserweight tag team belt.
Oh yeah. I actually want to go back to that. AJ, I had
Yeah.
brought up a few points on this belt, on that cruiserweight eagle belt, that might actually make, because
Yeah.
I don't hate this belt. I had said, what if you cut out the shape of the eagle more, especially on that center plate, so it's more defined as an eagle, and then you made the
Right.
words where it says cruiserweight, whatever champion, in like black letter to make it stand out.
Right.
So basically, the eagle is more defined on it. Like you cut the shape of the wings out better, so you have a clearly defined eagle with cruiserweight tag champ or whatever it says. What are your
Right.
thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it's pretty like I don't know, more like just dog shit in my opinion. To be honest with you, I mean, I really don't.
I mean, fair. It's a fair opinion. I mean, I can't argue that. I'm just, I said I don't hate it. Honestly, it looks like something that if you're playing a WWE 2K game and you're creating your own belt, you could do something
Right.
like that. That's what it looks like.
And it's like kind of like how you said it's something like Cody would wore this, but
Yeah.
I kind of almost said I think Kenny Omega probably would
Well,
wear
yeah,
this.
that's the other thing I said, AJ. I said this looks like something that Cody Rhodes in his current gimmick would wear down to the ring with the whole red, white, blue, American,
I could see that.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Could see that. Yeah.
Hold on.
I mean, is it a good belt? No, of course not.
There's an image popping out from that middle of it. It almost looked like a naked person behind that WCW logo. Doesn't that look
I
like
can
a
see
naked?
that.
You see what I'm talking about? It almost looks
Well,
like a naked.
everybody does call that logo of the WCW an exploding vagina. So that may have been done intentionally.
Yeah.
I just noticed that. I was like,
Go back and Casey, pull up that version of the WCW logo and tell me it doesn't look like a vagina where you're pulling it over. Because that's exactly what it looks like.
Oh, I mean, I could see what you're talking about. I mean, I actually really
logo.
I actually really like that version of WCW logo, though. I mean, I don't like
it. You're a troll.
No, I'm being.
No. This coming from the guy that when we did the top WCW stars used the WWE version of the WCW logo as a troll to all the real wrestling fans. So your opinion means nothing, sir. So
I found that. It's like, oh, I found Google. I was trying to find a bunch of WCW wrestlers all together, and I saw that. I was like, perfect, bam. I mean, I knew I didn't like that version of WCW logo because it's just generic. It feels like they wanted their version of WCW logo.
Right. Well, of course.
But I like the one logo beforehand, like the one they used in 90. I guess was it 99, 2000
original?
The original one, yeah.
Oh, the one
no,
you
he's
said.
talking about the bird logo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The one was like exploded the giant.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's it is what it is. But Casey, what is your number one?
oh, this was no doubt, no hands down. I had no problem picking this one out.
Ooh, I like
It was the WWE's Divas butterfly belt.
Wing butterfly.
I hated that fucking belt. I couldn't.
Casey hashtag Casey hates women's belts.
Hashtag Casey hates women in general.
I think so. I think he's subconsciously trying to tell us something here. But we're going to let him finish. So go ahead, Casey.
Oh, I just hated it. It was just. I mean, at least with the. Damn it! I was trying to bring it up, but I'm trying to show you, but it's just a. I hate the belt. It's just. It's bullshit because it's a butterfly. I mean, at least with the current one, it looks more legit than this one. I mean, to me, this was like a joke of a belt.
That's
So it just pissed me off pretty much because, and this is during that time frame when it was really hurting the WWE, the women's wrestlers.
right.
And like they're already. Go ahead.
No, I was saying was you know you're
Damn
talking
it.
about you like the current WWE women's titles, right?
I
You
prefer.
know the same,
I
right?
prefer.
But with this,
I don't like it, but I prefer it over the Divas butterfly belt. I absolutely hate that belt. That's
it's the
numero
same belt.
uno. You couldn't even pay me to keep that belt. I
Wow.
burned. I burned that. Like someone gives
Casey.
me it. I'm gonna burn that live.
Now, would you take the women's title that Paige had her boyfriend jizz all over? Would you burn
Oh
that
my
one as well?
god. Oh my god. No, I wouldn't touch that. Oh, we got to talk about that because we talked about this before. Like we were talking
Oh
about
yeah.
how Paige was walking around. No, how long that belt stayed in NXT long after that happened.
Yeah. Well, I brought up the point of, how many fan meet and greets did she go to? How many people held that belt that her boyfriend just dumped his load all over it? Like, that's the biggest practical joke of all time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm like,
She didn't wash that thing off. There's no way.
well, I mean, they had to clean it somehow, but I mean, how did
Oh,
he
he cleaned it with something, all right, but it wasn't clean. I'll tell you that much. It was, it was, it was a, it was an, it was a piece of DNA evidence at that point. But what
Well,
you gonna
yeah,
do? So,
yeah. Well, we
like,
can say that about certain other belts too, though.
yeah, but when I mean,
Let's be real. Casey and Compton both know what belt it is because they both held it. It's been
right.
touched and been defiled. And we don't
Oh,
speak
I bet Casey has hit on the lady while either wearing or holding a wrestling title before because he thought it was cool.
you know, my ex girlfriend, when we were dating, she was when I got the spinner belt. I was just excited to get it because I thought it was a good looking belt, and I was excited because I only paid $20 for it. And I was going
It's not
around.
all it's worth too, but that's beside the point. I'll get to that in a minute.
I agree, kind of. I kind of like the design, but uh, to me, honestly, I don't feel like we're gonna have sex, and then you know what, honey? Let me jizz all over your belt instead of like your face or your tits. No, I gotta do it on your fucking belt. I mean,
Oh, I so need a sex talk with Casey podcast where you talk about where you jizz. I would listen to
This
that.
would be
That would
interesting, to be honest with you. Casey and his
Just
sexual experiences.
it's Casey all by himself, nobody else. He just talks for as long as he wants to, and we just let him go. That would be. I would subscribe. I would donate to that YouTube channel if that was the thing.
You know what would be really funny? You know what would be really funny is if all four of us met up and we actually took Casey to a strip club just to see his reaction.
Oh my god!
Oh, dude.
I would find the fattest stripper in that place and I would tell her to go squish him, just like give him a body slap.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I do like big
Casey likes them big, right? I mean, he said he likes
Like
big
big
guys.
women.
I like
So-
big women, but not as big as Nia Jax big.
No. We need to take Casey to a strip club and with the daytime strippers, not the nighttime strippers. You know?
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. The
Hold on.
daytime strippers where you can see what they actually look like if you want to pop it a little bit. You know what
We need to
hold
go
on. Are they?
time where you hear, and coming up to the stage next is Methany.
I mean?
What
Right.
about Fat
And-
Sweaty Betty?
Teeth missing.
And she looked, yeah, we take Casey to a titty bar in the daytime when it's like the 45-year-old single moms who are smoking a cigarette while they're stripping on stage. You know what I mean? It's not even the hot ones. It's the ones that desperately need the money.
You gotta remember, this is
Okay, I'm throwing cans of
20
food at her.
You gotta remember, this is 2022 nowadays. So would she be wearing a mask with a with a hole, so she can be smoking a cigarette?
Well, for your sake, you better hope you're wearing a mask over your eyes so you don't have to look at it. Hey, what are you gonna do? So, that being said, Compton, what's your number one ugliest or worst belt of all time?
Oh, I'm still stewing on this, but right now I would probably go with. I already did SmackDown Tag Titles, Raw ones. All right. Oh hell, this is a tough one for me picking number one. But if I had to pick one, I would go the Rated R Superstar Spinner.
I can
God,
see
man.
that.
Because all it was an Edge version of John Cena's spinner belt. There was no creativity put behind it.
Oh no!
Put a giant capital R in the center and spin it. Okay, Jack.
Yeah.
Well,
Now-
I actually heard that Edge had planned for a completely different looking belt, but then I think Edge only held the belt for a very short time frame. So that's why they're like, well, we're just going to replace the main plate and it'll be spinning. Is that okay enough?
The best thing about that Rated R spinner belt was the live sex celebration.
Do you think-
You mean the thing that
Joe
nothing,
Compton
nothing
really
happened?
liked. Joe Compton really liked Edge in his underwear. That made him so happy he couldn't help himself for that live sex celebration.
No.
He just, he felt like the prettiest girl in town. He couldn't help himself.
Once again, a fucking once he texted Watching the
Well, do you think he spewed all over the belt when he was done?
I don't want to
He
know.
probably.
Fuck.
He's
All
like,
I know is Lita was down in next to nothing.
oh, that's right. She, you figured they wouldn't actually have her stripped down to nothing. They would have like spare panties and bras.
Now,
But
one of her boobs did come out during
Yeah.
that because the picture's online. I mean, full nipple. I mean, the whole thing. It's out there. So
yeah, that's what shocks me that she actually stripped because I mean, how hard is to have a pair of the same bra and panties
Well,
underneath that
see,
blanket?
Casey, if you're asking how hard guys are when the tit comes out, that's a different podcast, dude. Like, we're gonna need to take that to that other website we talked about on part one of this. But I could see, well, what they should have done, they should have had Lita bend over the bed, Edge get behind her, like slap her on the ass, right? And have Edge lay that belt across her lower back as he's diddling her, so you can still see the belt. That's what I would have done. And when he's done, he could pull out finish on the belt and then hold it up and be like, "Ah, this is mine. Look what I did." That's what I would have done. But
It's just it's immortal what that dude did to Paige's NXT women's belt. It's I just remember when I heard they were saying, "Oh, we are changing up the designs." They're like, yeah, it's quite interesting. Right
well,
after that got leaked, now they're gonna change it.
Casey, I have the ultimate question for you. What would be worse on a wrestling belt? Paige's boyfriend splooging on it, or Sonny farting in a porno on the belt? Which one
Oh
would be
my
worse?
god! You know what? I'd rather handle Sonny's fart than some other dude's splooge on the belt. I still need to cut that part out so I can post that by itself. I just, but I really didn't need to do that.
Oh, that's
That
hilarious.
was, but
Oh, that made me laugh. Oh, well, AJ Raider, give us your number one worst belt of all time.
The AEW World Heavyweight Championship. If you even want to call it a World Heavyweight Champion, because to be honest with you, they're all a bunch of vanilla midgets.
Amen. Preach on, preacher.
You know, it's funny you say that. They don't even really say heavyweight.
Exactly. They're all vanilla midgets.
Well, I think they really tried to ban the word heavyweight because, like you said, everyone's small.
Well,
because
can you call it a heavyweight division when CM Puke, the meth head himself, is your world champion?
Oh, he's not the champion no more. It's Moxley.
Oh, okay, because that's
better. The drunk alcoholic crackhead.
Oh,
at least they could have put it back on Chris Jericho, who is a legitimate dude. I mean, they could have done that.
Jericho's a bloated fat fuck, though, too.
Yeah, but I'll take bloated fat Jericho over methed out CM Punk every day out of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, I think right now I think they're trying to make CM Punk a heel. I think.
Well, he should just have him come out there as himself because everybody hates him as it is already. So that's pretty simple to do.
Well, I don't know. I still like seeing him on there.
Oh, I know you went to WrestleMania in the CM Punk T-shirt holding his belt. I know exactly what you did, Casey. I've seen the YouTube footage. I know what you were capable of, sir.
Oh, no, it's not only that. Oh, I was at the last WrestleMania he was at, where him versus Undertaker. That was probably Undertaker's last great match.
No, shut your whore mouth. I will not stand for that, sir.
You're forgetting Shawn Michaels.
No, this is after Shawn Michaels matches with him. I said one of his last greatest match.
Well, Undertaker's greatest match. I don't think we need to open that door because we'll be talking all night. But
Yeah.
there's some good points there.
What?
By far, Undertaker's greatest match was the mirror match versus himself.
Oh God.
Yep, SummerSlam '95.
I do enjoy going back and watching that one. I'm not gonna lie. That's a guilty pleasure match for me. Like, I'm down for that. But my number one, and to cap this thing off, it's that god awful, ugly ass spinner belt that John frickin' Cena and CM Punk held like it had any value whatsoever. First of all, the thing looks like it weighs 50 pounds. Look how wide that main plate is. That's got to be taxing to carry around. Secondly, what kind of ghetto garbage are we dealing with? We're going to rap and spin and hey yo our crap for the freaking rest of the time. This thing it's so stupid. And half the time it came out, the WWE logo was sideways. Like, what kind of company representation is this? At least when Edge had it, it had his logo on it, not the WWE. So it didn't look as bad. But this, like, I hated CM Punk. I never liked the dude. And that belt to me is synonymous with him. And I mean, if you add that with the actual design of it, the only thing I like about it is the overall shape of the belt. If it was designed differently, it looked cool because it's the shape of the belt is very similar to the undisputed title that Lesnar and Eddie Guerrero held that I mentioned earlier as my honorable mention. I really like that design. But this spinner belt, it's just, I was never a fan of it. I'm never going to like it. It's just not for me. I can't stand this thing.
What about? I think it's a good design. The only thing I would say nowadays I wish it doesn't spin. If it stayed in place, I think it's a good looking belt.
They had one where it did lock in place.
Yeah. And I like that version because it looks more legit than like how Tex says the belt, the WWE logo would be like, in different positions.
Right.
And when it was locked in place, to me, I really like that. And because actually, I don't get this. I don't know. People like Tex likes the undisputed belt, but I actually hate that version of that belt.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. To me, it's not a good looking belt. I don't know why.
That belt looked good on bigger dudes like Brock Lesnar and Hulk Hogan when they were holding that title. It looked really cool because it was a bigger belt. When people like Guerrero held it, it wasn't as good because he's a smaller guy. It didn't size right. It wasn't it the it was just off somehow. But I love that undisputed title. I really and truly do. That might be besides Big Gold. That might be my favorite non wrestler specific belt of all time because I would take that belt over the big Eagle WWF, the Winged Eagle, the Intercontinental, any other title. I would take that undisputed belt over any of them just for the reasons that I've mentioned already. But yeah, I don't know. I like it, but the heavyweight championship spinner, throw that thing in the garbage. It's not worth bringing home. It's not for me. So,
I mean, even if you paid $20 for it,
if I paid $20 on it, I would jizz on it and mail it to you, Casey. Not tell you that I jizzed.
I mean, that's how much I paid for my spinner belt. But I mean, like I said, I like the design on it. It looked different at the time, and like I said, I didn't like the undisputed belt, the look on it. And to me, I liked that look, and I liked it better when it didn't spin. But
well, I mean, this has been fun. It's been fun to see the different perspectives, the different reasonings. We've gone through our top 5 best and worst here. There's been a lot, some similar, a lot of different. What's up?
I do have to throw something in there. I didn't give an honorable mention for my.
Oh yeah,
5 best.
I need y'all's honorable mentions. What? And it can be whatever, best or worst, whatever you want it to be. But Compton, what's yours?
My top 5 for the best belt. My honorable mention would be the white IC title.
Which one version? The one that just got the changed out, or the old WWF one?
Original white Intercontinental title that HBK had at like WrestleMania 9. The old school white Intercontinental.
I always picture Mr. Perfect with that belt for some reason.
Well, I can see why Shawn Michaels would come out a lot of times with like white leather or black leather, but
Right.
I like the one previous from this one we have where it's the old looking belt but it has the new WWE logo. I kind of like it's the mix between old and new, so I kind of like it. But
That's cool.
that's not my honorable mention. I would say the European title from WWF.
Okay.
And I'm hoping someone brought this up when I was watching a YouTube channel when NXT UK is shutting down, but they're gonna bring NXT Europe next year, and I think it'd be awesome if they bring back the European belt for that.
I can see them doing something like that.
And it's got to be the same European belt, though, too. It's got to be that.
I don't think they'll bring that back, but I mean, they could do some kind of homage to it. You know what I mean? Something of the sort.
Would love that, though. That would be my.
What's your honorable mention there, AJ?
I really don't have one, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's cool.
But
it's all good.
I mean, if we're taking shots at people, I mean, I kind of do want to take a shot at Tony Khan. I mean, yeah. Okay,
please.
listen, Tony.
I love when people talk shit. Feel free.
Okay, Tony. You've been talking a lot of shit recently about Eric Bischoff and Ted Turner. Ted Turner couldn't run WCW. No, listen. Why don't you shut the fuck up? Either go on Monday nights with Ross, compete, go head to head. If you have fucking the balls, which you don't, because you have a fucking pussy, you don't have a fucking dick or balls, and fucking go head to head. If you don't, then shut the fuck up and just fold already, please. You're doing everybody the favor. The only people that watch your fucking product are fat 40-year-old virgins that can't get laid by even a fucking toxic infested fucking hooker, okay? So either wrestle, compete, or shut the fuck up and go away.
Hey, I fit 2 out of 3 of that. You said fat and 4-year-old. I was like,
I'm not taking shots at you, Casey. You're my Casey. You're my little buddy. I'm not taking shots at you.
No, I was gonna say the last one is like where I didn't I'm not a virgin. I hadn't been a virgin in a while, so it's like.
Well, see, if the only correction I would have made to that is fat 40-year-old
neck beard.
That would be the only thing I would have. Yeah, I would have thrown in neck beards too. I completely second everything that you just said,
and they're a bunch. And on top of it, they are an SJW company that are full. There's no alphas there. They're all betas.
100%. Except for Danhausen. I like Danhausen because he's funny.
Oh, I love that.
Dude, he's from my state. I've actually seen him wrestle before. He's all right.
Obviously, Sting. Sting is the exception here. I'll give Jericho a pass.
Sting's not AEW though. But what you just mentioned, those aren't AEW. Those are WCW.
Right. And the only other one that I would pull out of there is the bunny, because that woman's gorgeous, and she's a horror
Oh.
chick. So I love me some Bunny. She's my number 3 favorite wrestling lady. So those 3 people I would pull. The rest of them can burn and die. I don't care. But yeah, it's all good.
No, I just want to see a real fight. If Tony's got the balls, step into the fucking ring and fucking do it. Quit doing fucking cocaine.
I would like to see AEW get in their electric car and drive up to the arena where WWE is and do a DX style invasion, because they're not man enough to ride on a Jeep with a tank, gun on the top of it. It'll be like a Prius or something that they show up in, because they're all whistle fucks.
Oh my God! Talking about that, I've been watching these. A lot of times I watch all types of stuff on YouTube, and a lot of times it's like, the catch a predator thing.
Right.
But
you're going to show up, see if they're at your front doorstep, Casey?
no, I'm just saying. Oh no! See, I've been watching.
Shots fired.
Well, I've been watching people who does those, and there was one where this guy showed up in one of this electric small car. This thing, it's like just I couldn't fit in this fucking thing. How small this thing was.
Are you talking about those one-seat cars?
Yeah,
is that what you're talking
I've seen those.
Yeah, one-seat cars.
I've seen those on the road before.
Yeah. That I think it's electric and only. And I heard it's you don't need a license plate because it goes so slow.
No, what that is a death trap on wheels, because if you get hit by one of those things, it's going to crumble like a Coke can around you. You're going to die. That's what that is.
Yeah, there's no place for EVs. There's no need for there's no need for EVs. That's why I'm so pissed about what Dodge is doing. Because I'm a Dodge guy, Tex. I love my fucking Challenger. Fucking, and it's going away because they're killing it because of fucking Joe Biden. Fucking ruin everything. I know it's political and all that, but you fuck with my brand, you fuck with my Hemi.
Say what you want to say, brother. The floor is yours.
No, it's just you're ruining shit.
I'm gonna see.
What's up, Case?
What was funny? This thing was wrapped in Toronto Raptors. The whole thing was like wrapped in the Toronto Raptor team logos. So it was rare. And I found something close to it.
It's Canadian. I'm not surprised it's garbage.
Trash.
Yeah.
The only thing that came out of Canada was Bret
look at, obviously there's some good folks in the nation of Canada, but as a whole, that place is no better than America is anymore. I mean, both of these places are garbage anymore, but what you gonna do? But to make it easier on Casey for recording purposes, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. AJ, closing words.
We don't want to get too political.
AJ, closing words.
So I did.
There you go.
AEW can go fuck themselves.
Cool. Oh, okay, cool. Casey, where can they find you at?
On this channel at Casey's Raw.
You really got to work on these plugs, man. We're gonna have to have a sidebar where we, work on this or whatever. Compton, show everybody how a plug is done, my friend, please.
You can find me on Twitter at Joe Compton 81.
See, there you go. There it is. And it's real simple. I'm on Twitter at /Revision. You can find me on The Harsh Truth with Frank and all those guys. Subscribe to his shit. I'll talk horror over there. Pop up on Derailed now and then. Subscribe to the Patreon, $1 a month. And we thank y'all for watching. Hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed,
we forgot
why aren't you subscribed? What did we forget?
You forgot bluechew.com/83 weeks.
Oh yeah,
Save you 10%.
bluechew.com. Yeah.
That's our sponsor.
Go get some dick pills and then go come on the NXT title. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, Casey could use them.
Yeah, Casey, go buy some Blue Chew and then whack off on your spinner belt because it's not worth anything anyway. So
Hey,
it's all good.
Before we take off, do you think if I find a picture of that, YouTube would let me flash that on there, or you think I have to?
The fact that a man is splooging on Paige's face in the belt, probably not going to get past the censors, but feel free to try. I mean, let me know how that works out for you.
Well, I mean, I could crop her out and just have the splooge on the belt on there.
Oh my god.
I'm just wondering.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe.
Well,
Peace
on
out.
that note,
Later.
we're not going to beat that, so we're going to close out on that. Like I said, we thank y'all for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see y'all around.